Well, what else did you watch on Raw?
Well, then there was the segment where Michael Cole had the women's champion and challenger get in the ring together, Io Sky and Bianca Belair. And Io was first. If she is some type of cog in the deal to get Bianca and Rhea against each other, or somehow, as we said earlier, the thing between Bianca and Jade and Naomi, but a short-term champ, Rhea wins the thing back at WrestleMania. I don't know what's going on here, but she's shorter than the kids by the entranceway when she's making her entrance. She's barely taller than the guardrail. She didn't get that much reaction. There was a small, short EO chant, and then when she smiles, she's got a very likable smile. She holds the belt up. There was half-hearted, "You deserve it," for a minute. She can't cut a promo. It's a strong accent. English is a second language. She's very likable. I don't understand why she's in the middle of Bianca and Rhea and Jade, and for that matter, Naomi is a cog in the wheel also. But one of these things does not fit or whatever. How to try to talk me out of this, or can you?
Well, I don't mind Io, and you've never really been a fan. However, there have been times where she in the ring has won you over, and I think one of those times was Io versus Bianca. I don't even remember what event it was. It must have been a year ago.
Well, no, she was the one they decided they were going to like in Puerto Rico, wasn't it?
No, that was that her? Because Zelina Vega had the big thing in Puerto Rico where she was the baby face, didn't she?
Yeah, but that wasn't the one where they just
That wasn't
no,
that
it was
match?
Io and Bianca that they tore the house down.
They tore the
I'm
house
pretty
down.
sure.
And it
I'm
seemed
pretty
like
sure.
and it seemed like she was indicating towards the end, not that this makes this any better for you based on what you want. It seemed like she was indicating three-way match at WrestleMania, didn't it?
Well, yeah. And unfortunately, but that's why I'm saying hopefully there's a cog in the wheel here somewhere where Naomi either costs Bianca, Rhea wins the title, or Jade, does something, or somebody does something. But when Bianca came out, she got a little bit of reaction. And Michael Cole asked the question, well, if you weren't out here last week, would Rhea Ripley still be the champion? And she's like, I was just out here to see who my opponent was going to be, and I'm trying to focus on WrestleMania. Well, Rhea's music plays, and there the people come up. And it's a whole different level of now we're interested in this thing. You can tell. And she started arguing with Bianca. Are you scared you can't beat me? You had no reason to be out here. You need to handle your business with Naomi and Jade. And then Bianca got mad. Said, well, you can't beat Io, and you're trying to blame me. And well, I did like this, and I knew it was coming. And it would have been disappointing if it didn't come. But I've laid out a couple of things like this in the past on a smaller level. But when Rhea and Bianca got up face to face, nose to nose with each other, and they're arguing over Io walks up and like she's going to say something to him, and Rhea just reaches out and pie faces her and pushes her away. And Rhea tells Bianca, you're hiding behind Io like you hid behind Jade and Naomi. And Io walks back up again, and Bianca pie faces her and starts yelling back at Red. Finally, Io gets mad and jumps in the middle of them and slaps both of them in a very stagey way, and then jumps up and down and has they're still acting like all of the Japanese girls are 9 years old when they have a temper tantrum. But at least it was emotional. And she jumped up and down and yelled and walked out. So now we got another three-way. But why are they setting up three ways with the women when they're setting up three ways with the men, or vice versa? Is it anything you can do? I can do better on everything. But what do you think? Whose money is your money on here in this?
Well, I'm not a gambler. But I think it'll be a fun match. I'm sure I'll enjoy it. Who do I think will win? Rhea needs to finally get a win over Io. Io just won the belt, unless you think she's transitional. So then you're talking about Bianca or Rhea. You know, Bianca, for someone who's been emotional and acting out at the Elimination Chamber, acting out like she's a child, but you know, highly emotional in just about everything here and of course on SmackDown. I still don't know if it's crazy to think she may become a heel. I don't know. And then if that was the case and there was a big turn, I would think she would win the belt. But again, Rhea needs to get a win back. You would think, traditional booking thinking. What do you think?
I just think Rhea needs to get the belt back some kind of way, unless the belt is going to be integral in Bianca and still again, I think it's Bianca and Jade that we want to see. Naomi was kind of put in when Jade apparently really got hurt. So I think that Bianca needs to step off of Naomi and we'll get to Jade. And if they want the title involved in that, I can see what's going on. Rhea's still over, but otherwise, I think she needs to win it back. But that's just me.